Okay, I'm just trying a quick simple look. I'm using again the Makeup Revolution times Friends palette, the He's Her Lobster. I've already started on the one eye because I just wanted to make sure that it kind of looked half decent before I started filming. So I primed my eye with a little bit of concealer and then patted it with an even tinier amount of powder. I don't usually use eye primers, and I say this all the time, just so you know, because my eyelids aren't really oily, and a lot of eye primers make the skin on my eyes super dry, and that just makes my eyeshadow look really cakey. So you use whatever works for you, but I used an LA Girl concealer. So what I did for this look so far is I went into this color right here and I put it on one of these flat brushes right here. So I'm just looking to do something like really simple. I'm about to go to the store with my girlfriend and I'm like, let me try and do something that's like really simple and just, so that I can just go out and about. And I'm just going to take this color, and again, eyes open, I'm going above this and the crease right here, and I'm just going right here, and I'm holding the brush like this. So I'm just going to go, it's almost like I'm trying to make a line, okay? And I'm just going to go around my eye like this. And then I'm just going to take another 2 taps, and I'm going to do that again. Just trying to do like something really simple. Truth be told, you guys, I don't really go out a lot, so a lot of the makeup looks that I do, I'm doing them because it's a makeup look, and I don't really have like, how most people have like a signature look or whatever that they use. I don't really have that. So I'm just like, oh, let me try and find something that would be like, if I did have one, what would it look like? So just something really simple. So I'm just patting that in. And this color was the Rosita the Seater. So Rosita the Seater. So I'm assuming that again is from a Friends episode. I don't really watch Friends, so I have no idea. I just thought the palette was really cute, and I really like the fact that it had lobster on it. So now instead of going this way, which is like at the point, I'm going on the side of the brush like this, and I'm just going like that, and just kind of going along the top of it and just making sure that the color is like nice and even, and just kind of fading it a little bit up into this area here. So I'm just going flat against the brush, but like really lightly, so I don't want to put on my color. Then I'm going down again, and I'm just going to go in this area like exactly in my crease. Okay. So just going like right in there, and then I'm going to just go just right here in the corner of my eye. I'm not going all across my lid, I'm just going right here. Just to like bring the color through right here. I'm working late. I've got that song stuck in my head. Can't remember who sings it. I'm working late because I'm a singer. Can't remember who it's by. Remember the good old days when I used to know everything that was on the radio. Now I don't even know like one single person that's on there. So I'm just going to do that here, and then I'm just going to wipe my brush off. I like to do things where I can just wipe the brush off instead of having to have like a whole arsenal in order to get the look done. And then I'm going to go into this really neutral kind of beigeish brown color right here, and it is called Transponster. Transponster? Assuming that's what it says. I'm thinking that again, if you were like a Friends fan, that you know what that means. I don't. So I'm just going to put this along this part right here. Okay, and then what I did is I went into this dark color called Stevie the TV, and that's this dark brown color right here. And I'm just going to go in with this brow brush, so a real stiff one. And then I'm just going to stamp that dark brown color along the lash line of my eye. I'm not really trying to get too much of like an eyeliner look, really just trying to make that area just look a little bit darker, give a little bit of color to it, So like I did this one here. And then I'm just gonna go right here. I'm just gonna go across. I didn't do that side there. So just on both of them, just going to the tip. And I'm just gonna go this way. Not really going up, I'm just kind of going straight across. Right? Not trying to make a, you know, uppity wing or anything like that. I'm just like literally putting it here and just flicking it straight out. Right here. Then I'm going to go back to this one and I'm going to put it 2 in this and then 2 in the really light color. And then I'm just going to put it underneath right here. Again, just to give a little bit of coloring and light glow and stuff to my under eye. So I'm just doing the same thing, going 2 and 2 again, and then just putting it underneath my eye. There's no real darkening or anything like that. Just trying to look, you know, like cute and going about town sort of look. And then I'm going to go for just sort of a blush. Just something to give my cheeks a little bit of color. I'm not going to do contour or anything like that. So I'm going to go something around the same sort of color like right here. I could actually use this. Maybe I'll use this just to show how, you know, you can do that and not have to go like jumping from color to color, etc. So I'm going to go back to the color that I put on my eye, which is, oh, nope, what I'm going to is the Beef Trifle. So that's this color right here. So something a little bit brighter what's on my eye because I'm trying to like lighten up, get that kind of, you know, summery look. So I punched that in 4 times. And then I'm going to put it on my hand as well, kind of swirl it around. And then I'm just going to my cheek area and I'm just going to put that in. And I put it on my cheeks first because I find for me, like I have round cheeks, so having that like cheeky look, I don't know, I just think it makes it look, like make me look like younger and more like alive, and you know, it just does. So then I'm doing 4 again, and again started here, not going far down, I'm only going up here and making sure it's going around my cheek. And normally I don't bring like my blush like all the way up here. I usually stopped in this area here, but for today I'm just trying to make like a really sort of just daytime sunny kind of look. I just dabbed in 2 more times and then I'm going here, putting it on my cheek. And I tried a matte spray today that was supposed to help with the shine on my nose, but that's not happening. As you can see, it's still there. It seemed to be working like everywhere else. It was from Lottie London, I think it was called, the Stay Matte AF setting spray. I put that on a little bit beforehand, and then I added some to a sponge and put it on my nose, but yeah, it's still my nose. It just always wants to shine, baby. Wants to be the star of the show, I'm telling you. Just going here and just basically just following that curve of my cheek, because we're just being like cute summery sort of look today. And let's see what else I've got. I'm just gonna find a lipstick to put on. So I'm just going to put, again, I'm going to put the Melted Chocolate, which is from Too Faced. Just a very, you know, like neutral lip. I mean, this is going like, for me, if you guys have seen the looks that I do, this is like neutral. Barely any makeup for me. Of course, I do have foundation NC45 by MAC. But that's it. I have NC45 by MAC, and then I have, what was it? An eyebrow stick from, it's called Annabelle 24 Hour Stay On Brown Liner. It does not stay on for 24 hours. I've used it before, and it does not stay on for 24 hours. It doesn't stay on for barely. I mean, it stays on, but like, you have to be careful, right? If I rub or something goes against it or whatever, it's gonna come off. It doesn't stay. I have yet to find one that says that it stays for like a really long time, and then it actually stays for a very long time. They just don't. The same with the waterproof ones and stuff like that. I've tried them all. And I don't know if it's because of the condition of my skin, it being combination oily or whatever, but they don't. They don't stay. If I so much as rub something up against that, it's gone. And I look like I have my eyebrows missing. So I always have to be careful when I use eyebrow products. So I'm just putting some mascara on. Again, trying to make it as light as possible. And then I'm going to do the other side. Just put that on. And I think I'm just gonna leave it like that and then just put it on top. And I'm just gonna come up close so you can see. So this is something that I could use, I think, for just like an everyday look to just run around town. Nothing, it's not too makeupy. There's still a lot of, the glow from my combination oily coming through. And this would just be like an everyday look that you could use as a signature daytime look. So yeah, tell me what you think.